Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the War Train here. Do me a favor, if you're not already subscribed, think about subscribing to the channel, guys. I try to pull gaming content out like this on a steady basis, and if you guys enjoy this video, do me a favor, please give it a thumbs up. Now with that said, today's video, I want to talk about the arcade cabinets basically now officially announced at CES. These arcade one-up cabinets, pinball machines, plug and plays for your house, all kinds of stuff. I couldn't even believe all the stuff that this company is coming out with now. It's absolutely crazy to think that just a couple years ago the first cabinets came out, and now they've got all kinds of crazy stuff. They got some absolutely amazing looking cabinets. The quality has gone just way up. It's crazy how much better these things have gotten. Look at this. I mean, you got this Burger Time cabinet. This thing looks really cool. It's pretty much its own style of cabinet. It's pretty custom with the guy's hat. It's basically 3,000 of those are only going to be made. So this is something that they announced. I know before they were going to make, I believe it was the Karate Champ cabinet, but there was a lot of backlash, so they wound up doing the Burger Time cabinet instead and putting, Karate Champ on there. But it's very impressive, the stuff that they got out. Now they showed off the Star Wars pinball cabinet, and they also showed off the Mars Attack cabinet. I believe that's what it was, Mars Attack. That thing looks awesome, both of them. Just the way that the field, the play field is just down inside there, just like if you were playing real pinball. The way that they set that screen in there looks awesome. I cannot wait to see one of these things in person. They just look absolutely amazing, and I just can't wait. I'm so excited to see one of these in person. And just some of the new cabinets that they announced. I mean, they got this Sega one, which is got a Golden Axe game. I think it's like Revenge of Death Adder. I guess it was like never officially released on, or it was like something. It was released on an arcade. Not like, I'm not sure the whole story. Not like something common that you could play. So this is kind of like a first, where it's on just its own cabinet or whatever. Pretty cool stuff. That one, the Sega one, has like Shinobi and Altered Beast. Trying to think what else it has, but the thing looks awesome. That one is definitely interesting, but the fact that the NBA Jam one is got Wi-Fi and online enabled stuff built into it is awesome. Now this, I think, is huge for the future of the games that they could be putting out. How cool would it be if they did something like that, or put out like a new board or something where you could have a new like PCB with the Wi-Fi enabled, or maybe some kind of mod that you could put onto, like, say, your existing PCB board to enable Wi-Fi, so that you could possibly play something like Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat against other people. That would be absolutely awesome. I don't know that they're, even looking into something like that, but man, how cool would that be if you could play, some of these older cabinets and be able to play them online now? That would be so cool. And we seen this thing for the Star Wars cabinet, this like sit down riser. I guess you wouldn't even call it a riser, but a stool. This thing like slides up to the cabinet and kind of like wraps around it on each side, and it's pretty sweet because you could just pull it away, adjust it to wherever you want to sit, and then when you're done, just slide it up to save space, or just to get it out of the way on the floor or whatever. Or you could just move it, put it away in a closet or something, and put a riser back on if you had like the original model. Because it seems like at first they're gonna sell the sit-down Star Wars, cabinet as like its own thing, but over time it seemed like they were gonna release that as like an individual pickup. And I did notice on their website, which I'm on right now, that they are actually selling a lot of the parts, especially for the first generation of cabinets, like individually. I actually was on there and ordered some bat tops for my Street Fighter 2 cabinet. I ordered 2 red ones, 2 black ones, and I don't know if it's gonna work, but I figured I'd try it. I ordered a Final Fight PCB board. It was like $30 or something. I was like, wow, that's cheap. Now, I have the Street Fighter 2 one, and I'm thinking it's pretty close. I mean, yeah, this one has more buttons in it, but I'm thinking the boards should be very similar. I should just be able to kind of swap them out to the monitor, and, you know, I should be able to play the games on there, because I want to play Ghosts and Goblins, you know, really bad. And you know, 1944 and... you know, pretty much all the games on there. Let's face it, Final Fight, I want to play all of them. Strider, come on, I wanted that cabinet pretty bad. But if I can just get the PCB and throw it in the Street Fighter 2 cabinet for $30, man, I'm all over it. It's at least worth a try. If not, I'll just build it up. You know, another way, I'll just, you know, build that cabinet myself then, or something, because you can piece these things together almost now on their website. It's pretty amazing. I'm really liking what they're doing, man. I gotta say, they're, like I said, stepping it up. Like, a lot of these new cabinets coming out are gonna have lighted marquees, and they're gonna re-release some of the Generation 1 cabinets, you know, just like with better stuff. Like, you're going to be able to get the Street Fighter 2 cabinet with lighted buttons, the bat tops already on there. And the one guy, John D, he said, he came out, I was watching Cool Toy and Retro Ralph there earlier today, and the John D guy, he was basically saying, listen, that was my fault. He's like, I slipped. He was like, I was, you know, he's in with the marketing and stuff, but he, I guess, was, when he met with Capcom and stuff, he was used to playing, I guess, like the Japanese version, and I guess they used the ball tops, so he didn't even think. You know, he just dropped the ball on that. So that's why we all got ball tops instead of bat tops on the Street Fighter 2 cabinets. But I thought that was pretty funny, that just one guy just kind of messed that up for everybody. But, you know, it's cool that they're going to re-release these, you know, like with the lighted marquee, with some of them with lighted buttons. I already seen they got the Marvel Superheroes one at Home Shopping Network at HSN, with lighted buttons and stuff. You know, it's not the one with the Senwa sticks and buttons or none of that, none of the limited edition version, but it does, you know, have the lighted marquee and lighted buttons. You know, it's kind of weird though, because it's pricey. It's still like $3.99. I guess that's Home Shopping Network just price gouging a little bit, or probably just making you pay full price. You know, a lot of these places, they say, you know, $4.99 and you get it for, you know, $3.99. Well, when that place says $4.99, they mean $4.99, I guess. You know, they don't give any price cuts. But now they got a Golden Tee Classic coming out that actually has a bowling game coming with it, like a bundle. That is awesome. You know, it's basically using the I can't think of the name right now. The ball in there. It's using the ball and for golf, for golf and for bowling is awesome. Now that is a great mix. I you know, it kind of sucks for the people that got the first cabinet, but that's the thing too. I wonder with them selling these PCB boards, if later once they put that stuff up for sale, if you could just buy them and put them in there. I'm gonna have to try it and have an update when I do that. You know, let other people know, let you guys know if that's something that easily works. Now, I know there's different generations of cabinets, and this is Street Fighter's the Gen 1 cabinet, and the Final Fight, I don't know if it's actually considered Gen 2. It's right on the cusp. I know like the Street Fighter 2 was considered that, but I'm not sure about the Final Fight. I'm not sure if that one had different, components and stuff to it. But I'll find out, and I'll definitely let everybody know, because it's interesting. And if it works, man, that's awesome. Does that mean somebody could take their current cabinet and for $30, throw these official ROMs right in there and play it just like they had the cabinet, pretty much, except for maybe a little bit of a different button layout. I mean, really, it's this that has like what, 2 buttons? This has 6 for each player, so I just wouldn't use 4 buttons. Not a big deal, I don't care any. I just want to play Ghosts and Goblins and 1944 and stuff. I think 1944 is one of the only shooters on there. It's one of the only shoot 'em up games, and I love shoot 'em up. So that was a cabinet, man. I actually searched for that, but it was I didn't find it near me. It was just online, so that's when I got the turtle one. But pretty awesome stuff. But today, I seen some crazy stuff, man. They got these plug and plays. They're all official ROMs. It remind me of At Games, like what At Games tried to do. But At Games, what they did was just garbage. They tried to put, they tried to act like they were going to put arcade ROMs on there. Gave John Hancock, on another YouTube channel, he gave John Hancock the a Pac-Man or Namco one, and it had arcade ROMs, and then the actual retail one had Nintendo ROMs. So it was like, all right, yeah, NES or arcade, yeah, that's a huge difference. So they tried that, it blew up in their face. Now, most people know that those were garbage. They got a really bad rap for that. I mean, real bad. I'm still nervous to get any of their stuff. Even the Legends, arcade and stuff. It's just like, I don't know about any of their stuff. I know so much bad stuff about them that it's almost hard for me to take them seriously. But, I mean, everybody has problems and growing pains and stuff, but man, it was just like with them, time after time. I knew they're doing some better stuff, it seems like now, with the arcade cabinet they got, but still, I can't get past that. But they got, Arcade 1-Up's got now a $99, so $100, what are they, the wall cabinets. Those are sweet. The little countercades, I guess you would call them. I think you can hang them on the wall too, but they had other ones. They were bigger. They were like $199.99. So for that price, you might as well almost get the full stand-up cabinet. I mean, unless it's a space thing, and that's why you were getting that. But still, $199 was a little pricey for that thing, because it's just, there's not a lot to it. But now I guess they heard everybody basically bitching about it, and they made a smaller one that you can put on the wall for $99. And it's got a little bit of a smaller screen, but it still looks to be a decent size. They have a Galaga one now. That looks awesome. For $99, that's a pretty good deal for that thing. So, I might, who knows? I might wind up picking one of those up, because $99 isn't bad. But yeah, they also have these other things too. I don't even know what you call them. The one is like a big, Atari joystick, and another one's kind of like a joystick with a Pac-Man puck head on it. It's crazy, and it plays like a certain amount of Namco games or Atari ROMs, depending on which one that you have. The thing is crazy looking, but it's pretty cool. It's almost like just like a huge joystick in a way. It's unique. I don't know what the cost is on that. I want to say that was about $100 too, but they did have some other things, some smaller stuff that was like, $20, $30. I know they're coming out with things that look like the old Coleco little arcades that you would bring home and just, like play and put on a shelf or whatever. And they look like the old ones, but they got cool games in them now. Like one was Mega Man. They had a DuckTales one. The DuckTales one definitely was the one that caught my attention. Well, that and the Mega Man. I didn't see what other ones they had, but they looked cool. They looked really cool. So that was something I was definitely interested in. But that pinball, man, I'm telling you, that pinball looks awesome. I cannot wait to see one or get one and get my hands on that thing, because it just looked addictive. I was watching somebody play it, and it was just like, man, the thing that they look so much fun, like so much fun. When you get the haptic feedback, just yeah, yeah, that's right. Cool Toy was playing it. I forget what his name is, but he has an awesome channel, and he was out there. He did, I think it was like one of the first guys that interviewed these guys, but it was pretty cool. But I'm trying to think what else they had there. Well, they had, like I said, they had the NBA Jam. That was cool with the internet stuff. They also had like this huge NBA Jam arcade that was like, I forget how many feet high, like 16 feet, I believe. They were trying to get the Guinness Book of World Record people there to break the last record, but they didn't get a hold of them in time, so they were still trying to get them out there. But I thought that was pretty cool. That thing was huge. I think people were taking like steps up to it and stuff. Pretty big monitor on that guy, but that was pretty sweet. And I'm trying to think what else they had. They had so many cool things there. It's just mind blowing. They had the Pac-Man cabinet, the new one, which was I guess like this 40th anniversary edition, because Pac-Man's turning 40, which is pretty cool because Pac-Man came out in 1980, and that's the year I was born, and I'm turning 40 as well. So I thought that was pretty crazy. But I forget what other game they're actually. Oh, it's Galaga. It's going to be Pac-Man and Galaga. I think they said putting two great games together. And you know what? Pac-Man and Galaga are some really great games. Galaga is an awesome game. One of my favorite arcade games for sure. But what do you guys think? Is there? I'm trying to think of what I missed there, because they don't show it on their website yet. So I'll just take a look quick. Yeah, this is pretty much all the old stuff. They are showing the Burger Time one with Karate Champ, Caveman Ninja, and Bad Dudes. But like I said, that's a limited run there. They're only doing 3,000 of those. So, they'll probably sell out quick, I imagine. Wow. I mean, it's a pretty unique cabinet too. I mean, it looks pretty cool. And I know there's some really huge Burger Time fans. It's a game that it's not like my thing or anything, but the cabinet, I think it looks cool with the burger guy on there and just the shape of it. Like Retro Ralph said, it looks cooler in person because the thing actually seems like it sits farther back in there, and with the hat around the side, it almost like walls off the area a little bit. More than the other ones. You can see how it kind of does that, so that's pretty cool. And in a way, I guess the Star Wars one does that a little bit too, looking at these pictures. But pretty awesome stuff, man. Like I said, they're really stepping it up. There's some really cool cabinets. Now, I didn't see the big Buck Hunter one there, so I don't know what's going on with that. They didn't show any Dragon's Lair kind of cabinet or anything, but it was pretty much everything that was expected. All the stuff in the leak except for the Buck Hunter. Let's see. Oh, and the Marvelverse Capcom one, I didn't see that. That wasn't there. As far as I know, I mean, who knows? They could pop this stuff out, I guess, at any time and have different stuff there. So I guess so far that this is what they showed. Pretty much was the Star Wars, the NBA Jam, the Karate Champ and Burger Time cabinet. Some of these old cabinets redone with like lighted buttons and lighted marquees. I think the Mortal Kombat Costco version is going to be coming to more places to be sold, because I guess these cabinets are getting hard to get now, and they're going to try to just re-put them out there, but freshen them up a little bit. I mean, because they're stepping it up. I mean, and the Golden Tee one with the golf or the bowling they showed off. Let's see, Pac-Man and Galaga, the Sega one. That one was awesome. The Golden Axe one was just insane looking. That one really caught my interest. I want to say, oh, that one also has a. I think that's the one that also has a WrestleFest on it. So I think it's WrestleFest, Shinobi, um, Altered Beast, and the Golden Axe Revenge of Death Adder. And that game looked awesome. I never seen that game before, and they kept going on about the graphics to the game. And you know what? The graphics looked awesome. And it was like they had like better scan lines in that version than they did like for like the Star Wars cabinet. They had scan lines in that one, but I guess people were complaining that they didn't look like they were deep enough or whatever, but I guess they worked with the company to help remedy that stuff better. But that was really cool. But they, like I said, they got so much stuff coming out with these little plug and plays. Oh, and they also have like, one of these, I don't know what you call them, USB stick kind of gaming things where I guess you'd have like a controller that would sync to that thing. At Games was doing something like that before, but like I said, that stuff kind of blew up in their face. I don't know if anybody's buying that stuff. I still see it at Walmart all the time, just piles of those controllers. I think they call it the Blast or something, but whatever. But yeah, they're not showing any more cabinets on here. But yeah, I want to show you just this real quick. Like I said, I had bought some of this stuff, but I didn't realize they were selling all this stuff. I almost may have to get a new front plastic, like with the graphics and everything for my arcade one up. Let's see here. Let's go to products. So yeah, you can see they got the custom risers here you could buy. Yeah, I didn't even see that before. That would be cool because I just have the plain one. But yeah, so you can buy new plastic fronts and stuff because like I said, they do get scratched up. So if you want to, you want to get a new one that's not all scratched up, you could do that. But yeah, see, they sell the boards and stuff. And like, here's the Atari one. I'll pop one in this one. Yeah, $29.99. I guess they're on sale right now. But I mean, that's so sweet. Yeah, here's a bunch of them. I mean, yeah, this is why I bought one. I'm planning on just trying to swap it out. I mean, they look like it would just be an even swap. And there's there's what's left to it. I mean, the rest of it's just controls. It's just a bunch of buttons and stuff, and they don't know what they're controlling. This is the brain right here, so that's something I can't wait to do and wait to get back to you guys and let you know how that turns out. I'm thinking it's going to turn out pretty good, and I can't wait to make a video on it. But I cannot wait to get that. And I'm actually getting my other cabinet supposed to be tomorrow, so I can't wait to finally get my cabinet that I ordered and show you guys which one I got. And I wish they would do some lighted marquees finally for some of this stuff, like the Turtles one, because they did have a Turtles version of this that was lighted, and they don't have it on here yet, but hopefully that's something we see in the future. But what do you guys think? Did you see any of this stuff on like Cool Boy or Retro Ralph's channel? I mean, there is tons of stuff on YouTube just actually showing at CES. I wish I could go to something like that. Man, that would be awesome. I'd have a blast there checking out all that stuff, getting to play around with it. But let me know what you guys think. Well, let me know which one of these things you like the most. I'd really like to hear you guys' info. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, think about subscribing to the channel, guys. Like I said, I try to put content out like this as much as I can every day if possible. But that's it, guys. That's the video. I'm the War Train, and I'm out. Have a good one, guys.